Iran said he had struck U.S.-linked targets as tensions flare up over Hormuz. Iran said Saturday it had struck U.S.-linked targets in response to American attacks on Friday against Iranian military sites. The U.S. has accused Iran of violating the ceasefire agreement as it launched those strikes, saying its actions were response to Iranian drone attacks on a ship in the Strait of Hormuz. A U.S. aircraft struck Iranian missile and drone shortage location, as well as coastal radar sites. U.S. Central Command said in an X post. Iran's Ministry of Foreign Affairs accused the U.S. of violating international law as well as the ceasefire agreement, according to state media. A statement Saturday said Iran has responded by hitting targets linked to the American aggressor forces in the region, criticizing Gulf states whose territory has been used to carry out hostile actions against the Islamic Republic of Iran. No specific targets were identified. The latest flare-up of tension just a week on from the signing of a memorandum of understanding intended to start the process of bringing the conflict to a close began Thursday when Iran struck a ship transiting through the Strait of Hormuz. Iran, which has been angered by ships transiting through the strait outside of a route through Iranian waters specified by Tehran, shot at least 4 drones at ships traveling through the strait on Thursday, Trump said on Truth Social. Friday morning, one of those hit the upper deck of a cargo-carrying ship, and the U.S. knocked down the 3 other drones, he said. The ship that was struck was the MV Ever Lover, a Singapore flag cargo ship, was exiting the Strait of Hormuz along the Omani coast, according to the U.S. Central Command. There was no injuries and the ship remained operational despite some damage, according to the shipping company and Singaporean port official. Obviously, this is a foolish violation of our ceasefire agreement, Trump said. The unwarranted aggression against commercial shipping by Iranian forces clearly violated the ceasefire, Central Command said Friday. Furthermore, Iran's dangerous behavior undermined freedom of negotiation as commerce increasingly flows through the vital international trade corridor. On both sides, tempers have frayed over the latest exchange. The U.S. attacked Iran in the middle of a negotiation once again. Abraham Azizi said, head of the National Security Commission of the Parliament, said on X, the failed U.S. president has shown he has no commitment to the principle of negotiation or ceasefire. Vice President J.D. Vance, who has been tapped to play a lead role in the negotiations, said Friday on X, if they had disagreements about how the MOU is being applied, they can pick up the phone, but violence will be met with violence. The Memorandum of Understanding was signed just last week and stipulates that the Strait of Hormuz, a vital waterway through which some 20% of the world's oil passed before the war, will reopen, and that Iran agrees to allow safe passage of commercial vessels with no charge for 60 days. The strait has been a point of contention between the U.S. and Iran in the war, with Iran seeking to maintain leverage over the underway and American and global officials insisting transit should be free. Instead of following Tehran's specified route through the strait, some vessels have been traversing along the route that avoid Iranian waters and instead hugs the coastline of the United Arab Emirates and bends along Oman's Musandam Peninsula. The International Maritime Organization, IMO, the UN Maritime Agency, have coordinated the alternative route, but has since passed its efforts. Arsenio Dominguez, the IMO's Secretary General, said the vessel struck Thursday did not transit under IMO's evacuation framework. The United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations Center, an organization run by the British Navy that helps protect commercial shipping, said Saturday that it had raised the threat level in the strait to substantial following the Thursday attacks. Mariners are advised of the existence of mines and should expect naval presence as clearance operation continues, it said on X. Iran has previously warned that it cannot guarantee safety for ships that are not following a specified route close to the Iranian coastline. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said Friday that in response to U.S. strikes, its Navy struck American positions in the region. It did not name them, and it was not immediately clear if any were struck. According to the semi-official Iranian news agency Mer News, and the IRGC said that under the memorandum, Iran is to be responsible for arrangement on navigation of the Strait of Hormuz. America, by provoking different parties, sought to violate this commitment, and the necessary response was given and will continue in the future, the IRGC said, according to Mer. In case of repeated aggression, our response will be broader than it does. It said every lovely owner company, Evergreen Marine said in a statement to the Taiwanese stock exchange Friday that the ship sustained damage to its bridge window, but no injuries were reported and the cargo on board was safe. The main engine and all navigation equipment continued to operate, and its seaworthiness was not impacted as it departed the Strait of Hormuz. It added, as whether Iran could face any consequences other than allegedly violating the ceasefire, Trump told reporters at the White House early on Friday afternoon. You'll find out. I don't like the fact that they took a shot yesterday, the president added. They shouldn't be doing that. So you'll find out.